Guys, what's up? My name is Gaurav Singh. In this video, I want to show you how to calculate p-value for a chi-square test. It is interesting topic, huh? So here, the result of our experiment. We have three group of patients: group 1, group 2, group 3. We can imagine that they all receive different type of treatment. And for some process, we noted whether they improved. So, no change or actual worsen as far as some disease conflict is concerned. So, we look down group 1 and we notice that 56 patients improved, 30 show no change, and 10 actual worsened. And on other hand, group 3, we will notice that 21 improve, 25 show no change, and 27 actually worsened. So these are the absolute number of patients that fall in this group. So this is called contingency table. We just count the occurrence of this variable, which is change in disease for the tree group. So what we can do here is a chi-square test for independence, and this is the way that we go about it. So first let's look down group 1. How many patients were in group 1? That's easy to do. We are going to use a sum function. Sum, that is, we can select that, and just for short, I am going to click all and drag all the way down. So we have C2, C3 and C4. Hit the return key or hit the little check mark there, and we see there were 76 patients in that group. Now I can move my cursor to the right bottom and that change that to that little black cross, and I can drag all the way across. Remember, these are relative cell references. So all it's doing is counting 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2 up, and 1 up. So when I go here, if I hold on my Mac, Control plus U, it's different for other system, Windows and Linux. Anyway, I can see some D2 to D4, and it's going all the way across to the side. Now the next thing we have to do is just to calculate how many patients actually improve. Let's put that there here so that equals sum. I am going to do this with the click, hold and drag all the way across because I want all three of those to be added. And if I have to turn or enter, I see there were 80 patients. Instead of dragging down, let me do this long and sum of its sum equals sum. And we add all of those and we see that's 86, and we do it here sum and click on sum, and I am going to drag across. If you do this by hand, remember open and close parentheses, and there we go. The last thing is I want the total sum of this whole group, which will either be the sum of these three or the sum of those three. It doesn't really matter. That is actually exactly the same. So sum, let's do it down the way. The sum of those three, and we see all in all we had 224 patients. This is counting all of this. So I have the column total 36 plus 30 plus 10 is 76. 21 plus 24 plus 27 is 73. And then the row table. How many improved? how many did not show any change, and how many actually wasn't. Now this is our observation table. We did the experiment and this is what we observed. Given that everything is equal, what could we expect from column total of 76, 75 and 73 and row total of 80, 86 and 58 in a total of 224 patients? From that we construct our expected table. Now let me show you how this is done. We are go to keep paying attention when you do this. It's easy to make a mistake. So I am in row 1, column 1 for this little table. So I am going to say equal the column total for column 1 time the row to total for column 1. It's row 1 and column 1 because we are dealing with cell row 1 column 1 divided by absolute total of all the patients equal and we get 27.14. Let me show you again. So now we are in column number 2, store row number 1. So that's going to equal column total 2 times row total 1 divided by total number 1 more time equal. We are now right here in column 3 row 1. So it's column 3 total time row 1 total divided by overall total, and there we go. The first row is completed. Let's move to still column 1 now, row 2. So that's going to equal column 1 total time row 2 total divided by overall total. Next one equal each column total time each row total divided by absolute total one more time. And we can use the dollar notation and drag thing across, but I just want you to get used to where this total do come from. So that's going to equal this column time and row 2 divided by some total. There we go. Last one equal it column times it's in the third row. So it's third row divided by total equal each column total time each row total divided by overall total equal in three column 3 row 3 divided by overall total, and there we go. We have our expected table here. So how do we do the p value now? Now we can just say equal chase q, and there we see chase q test, and it says one the actual range and expected range. So that was our expected range. I am going to click hold and drag over just the value, not the total comma, and then the expected value, which is down here, and hit return. And there we see a p value 0.009. So that is statistically significant if our alpha value was 0.05. So that is how to do chi-square test using spreadsheet software. Thank you for watching my video. Please you like, share and subscribe.